Just days after the madness of the roster cuts, the Bills wasted no time and are already tricking the defensive pieces. Bell, because what I'm about to tell you now could change the course of this season. After the intense roster reduction from 90 to 53 players, the Buffalo Bills faced unexpected challenges, but that didn't stop them from strengthening their defense with important additions. And, as if a sign of urgency, the team made strategic adjustments to the practice squad, highlighting two new players, Jalen Kimber and Andre Jones Jr. The season also released cornerback Daquan Hardy, creating space for these last-minute moves that could be unique to the team's future. These decisions, though they may seem small now, could change the course of the season. For those who follow the NFL, you know that the practice squad isn't just a group of reserves. It's a source of renewal and energy. The inclusion of Kimber, an undrafted free agent who got his first chance with the Tennessee Titans, and Jones Jr., a defensive player from the Washington Commanders, shows that the Bills are looking for alternatives for an increasingly solid defense. They are ready to adapt, explore new strategies, and ensure nothing is left to chance. Kimber, who attended universities like Georgia, Florida, and Penn State, doesn't have spectacular stats, but his technical skills could be the key factor down the road. In college, Kimber performed well throughout his career with 75 tackles and 1 interception, and was named to the SEC Fall Academic Honor Roll several times. This reflects his commitment and character, traits that Sean McDermott and the Bills coaching staff value immensely. Even with a low preseason where he allowed 25 passes on 4 pass attempts against him, working in special moments could be key to his success. He excelled in those moments and showed he's willing to do whatever it takes to earn his spot. On the other hand, Jones Jr., who entered the NFL in 2023 as a 7th-round pick, has a more robust background compared to Kimber. In 16 games played for Washington in 2023, Jones recorded 4 tackles and 3 passes defended, as well as an impressive performance in special teams, playing 250 snaps. This made him a natural candidate for the Bills practice squad. Although his 2024 season was limited to 17 snaps, Jones Jr. has shown strong stats in terms of quarterback pressure, and this is where Buffalo can benefit the most. The 6 pressures he recorded, including a sack and 4 hurries, are numbers that could translate into big plays in the future. These roster moves are not only to bolster the defense, but also to ensure the Buffalo Bills are prepared for any situation. With more options and quality players on special teams, the team strengthens as a whole. While the final 53-man roster is the focus, we can't forget that the practice squad pieces play a key role in time flexibility, which can be crucial in a long and unpredictable season. And what's next? Don't think these changes are all there is to it. The Buffalo Bills are just beginning to adjust to maximize their chances of success. But this is only possible because time has been spent building a deep and well-trained roster. These additions weren't limited to the first announcement. Soon after, Buffalo officially completed its practice squad with important moves. After drastically reducing their roster from 90 to 53 players, the Buffalo Bills entered decisive territory. Cuts are always painful, always leaving questions unanswered, but they also open the door to strategic moves that may seem inconspicuous now, but carry enormous weight for the season's future. That's exactly what happened in recent days. The team wasted no time in making changes to their practice squad, adding 2 players who caught everyone's attention: cornerback Jalen Kimber and linebacker Andre Jones Jr. At first glance, these might seem like behind-the-scenes adjustments, but for those who closely follow the NFL, it's clear that this is the kind of decision that can change the tide of conversation when least expected. The practice squad isn't just a group of reserves, as many still believe. It serves as a lifeline for the season, a source of renewal and energy for the main season. And the Bills, who understand the importance of being prepared for every detail, are banking on Kimber and Jones Jr. as players who can offer flexibility, depth, and above all, alternatives in times of emergency. These players aren't headline names today, but each brings attributes that could become hidden weapons in Sean McDermott's strategy. Kimber is perhaps the best example of this. An undrafted free agent, he attended top universities like Georgia, Florida, and Penn State. His high school numbers weren't impressive on paper: 75 tackles and just 1 interception. But the story goes beyond statistics. Kimber was recognized several times on the SEC Fall Academic Honor Roll, a testament to his discipline, intelligence, and character. These are traits McDermott values almost as much as raw talent. During the preseason, his minutes were limited, but on special moment snaps, he showed aggression and a willingness to learn. These are the details that can transform a practice squad player into a valuable asset when the season ends. Andre Jones Jr. arrives with a bit more experience in the NFL. Drafted by the Commanders in the 2023 7th round, he played 16 games in his rookie season. He had 4 tackles, 3 passes defended, and most importantly, 250 snaps in special moments. This concentration guaranteed him a place in Washington, but his future now lies in Buffalo. The 2024 season was more subdued, with just just 17 snaps, but it still produced impressive numbers. 6 pressures on the quarterback, including a sack and 4 hurries. This shows that Jones Jr. can be the player who, given opportunities in the Bills' defensive scheme, can surprise with energy and explosiveness in decisive moments. The message is clear. The Bills aren't just filling spots on the practice squad. They're creating a safety net for the unexpected in a long and grueling season. The cut to 53 players determines the starting lineup, but it's within this support group that the franchise can find unexpected solutions. Injuries, tactical adjustments, or even the need to boost special moments. All of this depends on the silent work of the practice squad. And what does this mean for fans? It means the Buffalo Bills are paying attention to every detail, seeking to strengthen not only their defense, but also the depth and competitiveness of their roster. They don't arrive as stars, but as pieces of a larger puzzle that can make all the difference when the moment of truth arrives. And if time were to strengthen the foundation with strategic signings, the most decisive factor may come from where no one expected: the injury list. The losing streak that has hit the Buffalo Bills in recent days has brought an unexpected blow: the absence of new cornerback Maxwell Hairston. The young defender, who had arrived to develop the secondary, was placed on the injured list with a designated return. This means he won the first 4 games of the season out of action, a tough blow for Sean McDermott's defense. But in football, every loss opens a new door, and this gap could be a perfect opportunity for 2 names to step up: Jamarcus Ingram and Dorian Strong. Hairston suffered a sprained right lateral collateral ligament, an injury that requires caution and time to recover. While it's too early to predict the long-term impact, his immediate absence leaves a dangerous void in the secondary. And it's precisely in this space that Ingram, a 4-year veteran, and Strong, a rookie 6th-round pick, will have the chance to prove themselves. The NFL is unforgiving to those who falter, but also generous to those who seize opportunities. And this could be the moment they've both been waiting for. For Ingram, this is a season of affirmation. The cornerback has already shown flashes of quality, recording 2 interceptions and 24 tackles last year. His biggest challenge now is to turn consistency into confidence, show he can take on greater responsibilities, and establish himself as a reliable defensive tackle. The coaching staff knows his potential, but needs to see him on the field against dangerous offenses like the Baltimore Ravens in his debut. On the other side, Dorian Strong carries the freshness of youth and the expectation of someone who arrived via the draft. 6th round or not, his talent caught the attention of scouts with his speed and instinct for the ball. He's still raw at reading plays, but he makes up for it with physical explosiveness and a hunger to learn. For Strong, this start without Hairston is practically an invitation to accelerate the process of adapting to the NFL. If you show consistency, you can turn your teammates' temporary absence into a great opportunity to earn precious minutes. The Bills' cornerback battle promises to be intense. More than ever, the team needs depth and reliable alternatives in the secondary. The AFC is brimming with elite quarterbacks, and Buffalo can't afford to be vulnerable on the field. The challenge against the Ravens in Week 1 will already be a dead heat. If Ingram and Strong deliver, they'll prove that the Bills' defense remains solid even in the face of adversity. These initial struggles, while worrying, can become fuel for the rest of the season. Often, it's in moments like these that new leadership emerges. The reserves take center stage, and the roster gains more than it loses. If Ingram and Strong seize this opportunity, the Buffalo Bills will not only make up for Hairston's absence, but also gain real depth at a vital position. And what's next? The answer begins now against the Baltimore Ravens, but the impact of these choices will be felt far beyond Week 1. It's a test of fire for players looking to assert themselves, and for a defense looking to prove it can still be a wall that supports Buffalo's ambitions. Based on recent roster moves, including the additions of Jalen Kimber and Andre Jones Jr., what are the first weeks of the season? Leave your opinion here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest Buffalo Bills news.